Just weeks after the most deadly shooting in modern American history, and Hollywood's liberal celebs are jumping on the anti-gun bandwagon, teaming up with former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg's group, Every Town for Gun Safety, and calling on Americans to reject the NRA.
Text REJECT,
REJECT, to 644-33.
I'm calling to urge you to oppose the SHARE Act, which would roll back gun silencer safety laws.
It could make mass shootings even more deadly.
That would make mass shootings even more deadly than they are already.
I also oppose concealed carry reciprocity legislation.
I oppose the concealed carry reciprocity legislation
that would gut our state's gun laws.
But is this the right message? And is it the right time? With me now, NRA spokesperson Dana Loesch. So, Dana, they're talking about silencers and concealed carry. What does that have to do with Las Vegas?
That's a really good question, Jesse. Thanks so much for having me. Can we just get away from the whole formula where celebrities stare into a camera and they say the same thing over and over again, and they just these producers just cut and edit it? Because these are horrific. These ads are so bad, and these celebrities didn't even know what they were talking about.
You'd think with all like the Hollywood,
the terminology.
You'd think with all the Hollywood razzle dazzle, they might be able to put something a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Right, exactly. I mean, take it to DreamWorks, something. I mean, I understand the whole optics of it. They want to make it look like, look, everybody can do this. You can do this when you're sitting in your kitchen. That's fine. But
I guess, yeah.
None of this had anything to do with Las Vegas.
No. And it's also so hypocritical because all of these celebrities are protected by security agents that have concealed carry. And not just that, Dana.
That's right, Jesse.
Look at this. Julianne Moore, who we saw out there on the thing, she was in a movie Assassins, Children of Men, Kingsman, gun violence all over the place. And then who else? Emma Stone, Zombieland, the Spider-Man movie, Gangster Squad. Hundreds of people die in these movies with guns, and now all of a sudden they're lecturing us? It doesn't make any sense.
And in each of those movies, and I loved Kingsman, by the way, and I also loved Zombieland, it was good using firearms as the ultimate equalizer to fight against evil. But you're right, because every single one of these celebrities enjoys private security. Every single one of these celebrities has armed security at their filming locations. So it's not that they're against all of this stuff, Jesse. They're just against it for regular folks out here in the rest of America that can't afford that private security. They're against them having Second Amendment rights of self-defense.
That's exactly right. Now, something else that's percolating, something called murder insurance. Now, I want you to explain what murder insurance is before I play an ad by Trayvon Martin's mother. Now, before we run it, what is murder insurance?
I have no idea what murder insurance is. I know that that's something that this group, it's Guns Down America or something. It's like, I don't know if they're related to Every Town. They're all kind of the same at this point. But they came out with this ad attacking NRA Carry Guard insurance and training, which, by the way, I've done the training and I have NRA Carry Guard insurance. NRA Carry Guard insurance is it's protection in a litigious society against good people who want to be able to defend their lives and the lives of their families. And so the argument here, Jesse, the argument that they're wanting to use is that if you get insurance, it somehow emboldens you to be a bad guy, which doesn't make sense, particularly when you consider health insurance and auto insurance. I mean, if the argument is that insurance makes you bad or that emboldens you to act recklessly, that's completely unsupported by reality.
Okay, so what you call this type of insurance is if you do have a license to carry a firearm and something goes bad or something goes wrong or anything happens and you wind up in court, you have some sort of protection there. Is that correct?
The way that NRA Carry Guard works is that no one thinks about what happens after they're forced to use their firearm in self-defense. I mean, people do, but there hasn't been an organization that has been a pioneer in this the way that NRA is that has answered this call. And so NRA Carry Guard is, because we live in a litigious society where criminals often and do sue their victims, and where you have prosecutors who are anti-defense that want to make a political statement, and so they sue good people who have done nothing wrong, good people who simply use their firearm in self-defense, in a home invasion, in a carjacking.
Yes.
And Jesse, there are so many of these stories.
I've seen stories where people are sleeping at night and someone comes into their house to burglarize them. They get shot and then they get sued. So I guess that's what it's there for. So let's roll the ad. This is from
and that's
Trayvon.
what CarryGuard does. And you call them. They have a great. It's a great program. People can go and check it out at nracarryguard.com.
Okay, so this is the ad from Trayvon Martin's mother. Roll it.
They spend millions lobbying for laws that allow them to shoot first and stand their ground. But that just makes it easier to get away with murder. Now they're selling insurance that covers the cost when a gun owner kills someone and claims self-defense.
Interesting. So they used President Trump's image in that ad. Obviously, that's to gin up probably fundraising, but also emotion from the anti-gun groups. That was obviously very purposeful.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. This ad is crazy, and the assertion is crazy. The premise is crazy. It's completely illogical. I mean, first off, there are a lot of black and white gun owners, a lot of black and white concealed carry permit holders, but the whole point is that if you have auto insurance, Jesse, you don't just go out on the freeway thinking, I can do whatever I want because I have auto insurance. That's not how it works.
No.
That's not how health insurance works either.
No, that is not.
It's never proven to work that way.
Especially the state troopers up here in New York. You go over about 10 miles an hour, they're going to pull you right over. Now, there was a story about you that I saw out there on the internet. You were moving. You were getting lots of threats. I just want to make sure. Are you okay? Is everything okay with you?
Oh, we're fine. And you know how it is, conservatives, that's just kind of, there are a lot of people that experience the same thing. I think some of it was a little sensationalized, but no, we're fine. And thanks for asking. I appreciate the concern, but we're okay.
Okay, good. Thank you very much, Dana, and enjoy having you on as always.
Thank you, Jesse.